the island schools are reporting a decline in incidents of violence, and it's due in part to the work of the Ministries of Education and National Security. Yep, the Safe Schools program is bearing fruit. According to data collected by the JCF's Community Safety and Security Branch, between 2012 and 2014, robberies dropped by 83%, theft by 60%, wounding by 52%, weapons found by 17%, fights 14%, and fatal stabbings 6%. You'll hear more about the plans for the upcoming school year, so stick around for that plus so much more on your favorite Jamaican magazine.
So everybody make we time the line, celebration again, independent time.
For Independence 2015, the Randy Williams Entertainment Center is the place to be. From August 1 to 6, the Hope Road location will be transformed into an Independence Village. Come out every day at midday for lots of cultural fun and excitement. Lunch or concerts, cultural discussions, a kiddies village, displays with distinct Jamaican pieces, nightly entertainment, and food can done. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library@jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
We jump on the float and yam on the boat, pop to Jamaica.
Good day, I'm Tamara McHale, and this is your GIS News for Monday, July 20. Thousands of West Central St. Catherine residents are in line to benefit from a project to make their water supply more reliable. Ground was broken on Friday to upgrade the Gold Mine water supply system at a cost of $75 million.
Today we're starting the process for an important water project to improve water supply to more than 5,000 persons in the communities of Bellas Gate, Cocoa Ridge, Rule Town, Boys Content, Bagham, Planters Hall, Marley Hill, Breeze Mill, Top Hill, Belfield, Browns Hall, Blue Hole, Wood Hall, Bartons, Macatree, and Fisher Spring.
The project is a partnership involving the National Water Commission, the Rural Water Supply Limited, and independent contractors. The Spanish Town Hospital is looking to cut its energy consumption by 43% following the installation of a new energy-efficient air conditioning system. This represents annual savings of close to $1.6 million and is part of government's national project to reduce the energy bill within the public sector.
In addition, the program involves education in best practices for energy efficiency, as well as steps to enact behavioral changes.
The new state-of-the-art AC units for the Spanish Town Hospital were installed by the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica at a cost of $8.4 million. They were commissioned into service last Wednesday and will serve the hospital's operating theater and labor ward. The National Solid Waste Management Authority NSWMA is to carry out an island-wide beautification and maintenance project. Cabinet has approved the $260.6 million contract for work to be done over a 12-month period.
The proposed beautification works will involve bushing, trimming of verges, pruning of trees, additional planting, and garbage removal. The work will be done in all parishes and will include maintenance of specific areas such as the North Coast Highway between Port Antonio and Negril.
Funding is being provided by the Tourism Enhancement Fund. The Tourism Ministry is partnering with the Ministry of Industry and the Jamaica Manufacturers Association to supply the growing demand for uniforms within the tourism sector. Head of the Tourism Linkages Hub, Carolyn MacDonald Riley, says more local uniform manufacturers are needed to fill the supply gap.
Every single one of our hoteliers use uniforms, and there is no 1, 2, 3, or 4 entities that exist that can supply the amount of uniforms that we want. In the hotel, we have different uniforms for entertainment, we have different uniforms for the kitchen, we have different... It's awesome, there's a lot.
She was speaking at a recent GIS think tank. The partnership is aimed at increasing the number of Hard Trust textile graduates and other seamstresses available to work within the sector. The Canadian Farm Work Program celebrated a significant milestone recently. The Canadian government handed over a passport with work permit to mark the 200,000 Jamaican to benefit from the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program. The program has been going on since 1966, bringing approximately $1.7 billion in remittances to Jamaica. Labour and Social Security Minister Derek Kellier said the program had done more than provide a paycheck for its beneficiaries.
Through this means, they have been able to provide critical support for their families by way of home building and expansion, higher levels of productivity due to an evolved work ethic gained in Canada, greater access to educational opportunities for their children, and access to farming technology and social amenities.
For his part, Canadian High Commissioner Robert Reddy said the program highlighted the continued bilateral relationship between the two countries. And finally, Cabinet has appointed new boards for a number of public entities. The Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning's new board will be chaired by Audrey Hinchcliffe. The board will serve for a 3-year period ending May 2018. Meanwhile, Dr. Hugh Vaughan is to chair the newly appointed board for the Jamaica National Agency for Accreditation. The National Environment and Planning Agency has also been appointed a new board, which is chaired by Dr. Judith Robinson, while attorney-at-law John Jr. has been reappointed as chairman of the board of the Natural Resources Conservation Authority, with Dr. Carol Archer as deputy chair. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thank you for watching.
Householders, business people, school administrators, be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET.
So everybody make we sign the line, celebration again, independent time.
Come catch the Independence 2015 fever and join in the competitions. There is the Best Decorated Office and Window competition for business and office owners, Best Decorated Town competition for parish councils, Best Spirit of Independence competition for media houses, and Best Diaspora celebrations for the Jamaican Massive Living Abroad. So what are you waiting for? Make we celebrate! To enter, simply submit 6 photographs of your project by July 31 to jcdc.festival2015@gmail.com. The competitions run from July 15 to August 15. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library@jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
A 53 year since we get free pop.
The National Partnership Council held a retreat last week to reflect on the gains made and committed themselves to staying the course for continued success. Hear more about that development and others within the Office of the Prime Minister this past week.
Staying the course of the social partnership, ground broken for Gold Mine water supply system, and Thompson Town gets multipurpose center. I'm Stacey Ann Smith with Jamaica House Weekly. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller last week led a retreat of the Partnership for Jamaica National Council, where she reaffirmed government's resolve to strengthen the coalition. She said building social capital, trust and understanding were all important preconditions and contributors to inclusive economic development.
Given the state of the world economy and our vulnerabilities, Jamaica is staying the course and working our way systematically towards stronger and more sustainable growth. Whatever successes we can point to will come as a result of a national effort. Government cannot do it alone. It is important that we collectively take stock of where we are and together increase our efforts to arrive at where we want to be.
Members of the partnership also heard from former Barbadian Prime Minister Owen Arthur, who spoke of his country's experience with the social partnership model. The group also heard from cabinet ministers and other members who gave updates on the economy, investment, national security and women's issues.
Today we're starting the process for an important water project to improve water supply to more than 5,000 persons.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller breaking ground for the upgrading of the gold mine water supply system in West Central St. Catherine. The $75 million project is being carried out through a partnership between the National Water Commission and the Rural Water Supply Limited. At Friday's ceremony, the Prime Minister outlined the scope of works.
Repair the water channels to increase the volume of water from sources, installation of meters to measure the inflows at the gold mine spring source, replacing and upgrading of filters at the plant, repairs to the retaining walls and access bridge at the plant, installation of standby pumps, upgrading of the motor, starter and electrical works for the relift pumps, and repairs to the Bellas Gate Cocoa Ridge tank.
And before that ceremony, Mrs. Simpson-Miller met with the Board of Harmonization Limited. The company updated the Prime Minister on its work to develop the 2,300-acre Harmony Cove property into a tourism project in Trelawney. Prime Minister Simpson-Miller also made some time last week to welcome the new Mexican ambassador to Jamaica. The two spoke on expanding cooperation in tourism, investment, education and culture. And Mrs. Simpson-Miller was delighted to meet Jovante Anderson, the 2015 Lafayette Scholarship recipient. Last year, the college launched a scholarship fund in honor of the Prime Minister's participation in its commencement ceremony. Prime Minister Simpson-Miller was also conferred with an honorary doctorate from the Philadelphia-based institution. The minister responsible for information was also kept busy this past week. In addition to hosting the weekly Jamaica House press briefing, Senator Sandra Faulkner opened an $8 million multipurpose center in Thompsontown, Clarendon. The facility houses a post office, poor relief office, homework center and a market.
This is an investment in your community. It is an investment in you and an investment in your children. This complex must be regarded as a community asset and it should be treated as such. Graduates, I pray for God's blessings upon you. Go and live your best life, a life without limits and a life full of possibilities.
Words of encouragement for the outgoing grade 6 students of the Mayfield Primary School in St. Elizabeth. Minister Faulkner also had a word for parents and guardians who sow seeds of doubt, fear and failure in their children.
Parents must believe in the capacity of their children. As parents, you should never let your children feel as though they are worthless. Do not crowd their space with negativism. Rather, use your words and actions to encourage and build confidence. Love your children unconditionally. Bond with them and embrace them. Encourage them, support them, and protect them.
And that's how we close this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest stories coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.
Be an active participant in your child's life. Spend time with your child. No phones, no television, no distractions. Just the two of you. Get to know your child through play. Why not go to the park and get on the monkey bars? Sharing a meal can also be a time of bonding. If your child's in school, be involved in school activities. Speak with your child's teacher. Follow up on their progress in school and see how you can help. Assist them with homework. Attend parent-teacher meetings and support school fundraising events. Remember, your child's future is in your hands. Safeguard it.
So glad you are child of mine.
Government is focused on ensuring the safety and security of all its citizens, particularly the young. In Parliament recently, Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites highlighted some of the initiatives being undertaken to improve school security by stemming violence and antisocial behavior.
The Ministry of Education has been involved in a number of initiatives through the Safe Schools unit to ensure there is a continued reduction of critical incidents in school. These include the security and safety guidelines, which are being revised and will be available by the start of the 2015 school year, and will, for the first time, feature areas such as bullying in school and also cyberbullying. The policy also addresses human trafficking, which has been incorporated into the social studies curriculum and will be taught in schools for the first time in September 2015. And we will also familiarize students with the appropriate sections of the Child Care and Protection Act. Continued promotion of uniform groups. There are over 600 uniform groups in schools, with 79 new groups established in the past year. The presence of these groups is significant in promoting positive values and attitudes of our students. Plans are in place to add another 105 groups to schools that are operating without even one uniformed group. And the Ministry of Education has cemented a special partnership with the Caribbean Maritime Institute, and 15 schools will in September benefit from this new initiative. The initiative is to set up a Marine Cadet Corps in each of the schools, and we would like to see this far extended in subsequent years. A new chaplaincy program, I'd like to emphasize this also, Mr. Speaker, will be launched in September 2015. The Ministry has formed a partnership with the Jamaica Constabulary Force Chaplaincy Services branch, initiated by them, I should tell you, Mr. Speaker, that will in September see the assistance of force chaplains, and listen to this, over 450 voluntary police chaplains in different parishes, lending support, guidance, mentorship to a school near their location. Mr. Speaker, there is ample evidence of a willingness to volunteer by many of our people to help to improve our social situation. We can do more with what we have. These chaplains will give support to trauma incidents and also provide general moral and spiritual guidance during the academic year. During the month of August, 60 persons from schools will be trained with 8 modules of the International Conference of Police Chaplains in preparation for the new school year. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry continues to enjoy a good relationship with other stakeholders and who play a key role in the school. And a mentorship program has been launched in 40 schools this year, with over 20 schools benefiting from what is called a Safe School Tour. The JCF, and by extension the National Police College of Jamaica, conducted a special training with all deans of discipline, and this will continue in this month to further build capacity of the deans to take on the challenges of the new school year. The Ministry of Education's position in treating with safety should be seen as a holistic approach and not left up to an individual. As a consequence, we have mandated that a security and safety committee be established in each school, comprising both internal and external partners, involving parents, involving concerned individuals, alumni, teachers, as well as administrators and the security forces. Persons and partners who should develop and implement a security and safety net to treat with all of the problems at a local level. I hope that these measures will assure the country of a proactive stance to improve the atmosphere of peace and constructive learning in our schools, which will eventually, if we do it correctly, if we do it right the first time, make for a more peaceful outcome and a more productive society.
your silence worth the life of a child? Report child abuse. Call the Office of the Children's Registry at 1-888-PROTECT. Be the change. Speak out. Protect our children.
So everybody make we join the line, celebration again, independent time.
Yes, it's Emancipation and Independence time again. Between July 31 to August 6, lots of fun and exciting island-wide celebrations await you. Independence concerts, community church services, festival bandwagons, street dances, and lots more. And guess what? Festival fashion is back. The theme? Bandana with denim, catch the fashion rhythm. So for this festival season, young, old, boy, girl, get your bandana and denim outfits and let's celebrate Jamaica in style. For more information, call JCDC at 926-5726-9 or email library@jcdc.gov.jm. Independence 2015, proud and free Jamaica 53.
Since we get free pop style, make the whole world see.
Family is a big part of our summer vacation, so this next feature has a great place for you and your loved ones to catch up and have some fun.
It's no secret that Portland is one of the most beautiful parishes in Jamaica. Perfect for the nature lover who yearns to relax and unwind in a pristine environment. A string of beautiful beaches and falls are to be found in the picturesque parish. One of these is Reach Falls, which has been operated by the Urban Development Corporation, the UDC, since 2007.
Welcome to Reach Falls!
The falls is situated on the Drivers River, approximately 33 kilometers east of Portland's capital, Port Antonio. There are several interesting stories surrounding the origin of the name Reach Falls. Some have claimed that it was named Reach, spelled R-E-I-C-H, after the previous German owners, while others have claimed that the falls derived the name from the triumphant shout of slaves, "We reach! We reach!" when they obtained freedom. Some say it was named after the Reach district. Regardless of how the name is spelled or derived, one thing is certain: visitors can look forward to a memorable experience when they visit the falls. The 4.6-hectare property boasts tremendous natural beauty, a peaceful atmosphere, an engaging waterfall, significant biodiversity, and an ecological sanctuary. Prepare to embark on an adventure. Enjoy the cascading falls, explore the astounding underwater cave, and swim in the heart-shaped jacuzzi, which is naturally formed. The water is crystal clear and the scenery spectacular. But wait, there is more.
In addition to the falls, our guests can look forward to our nature trail upstream, as well as our relaxing picnic area. As it relates to the nature trail, it's a tour of about 30 to 45 minutes, and our guests enjoy the glistening waters of the Drivers River, the lush greenery of the forest environment, or the sound of exotic birds chirping away. The nature trail ends in our underwater cave, which is a spectacle in itself. It's absolutely mind-blowing.
This breathtaking attraction is the ideal venue for several activities.
If you're planning an outdoor event, then Reach Falls would be the ideal location. We are able to host events such as birthday parties, anniversary parties. We can also accommodate business meetings and even weddings.
Those who have visited the attraction agree that it is a trip well worth the while.
Reach Falls was amazing. We brought our whole family, age 5 to age 8, and everyone was able to do it because we had this incredible guide, Canton, who took us up. And my youngest is not a strong swimmer yet, and he made sure that she got through every little spot, and the kids had just an amazing time.
I had a lot of fun. There was hiking and there was also some swimming. There was We got to go under a waterfall, and it was just a lot of fun.
Reach Falls was just beautiful. Really amazing wonder of the world. It's just the water is so blue, everything's so clean. It's such an adventure. Our children just loved it. It was really wonderful.
Reach Falls is open to visitors Wednesdays to Sundays and on public holidays from 8:30 to 4:30 at the affordable cost of $300 for Jamaican residents over the age of 12 and $150 for Jamaican children between the ages of 4 and 12. For non-resident visitors, the cost is $10 for those over 12 years and $5 for those aged 4 to 12 years. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen in Jamaica's attraction sector.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Our time has expired on this station, but only for today. Be sure to join us round about the same time tomorrow on this station. But if you can't wait, click onto our website, jis.gov.jm, or log on to our YouTube page. We also maintain a strong social media presence on Facebook and Twitter. There's also a new mobile app that can be downloaded from the Google Play Store. So there's lots of ways to keep the connection. Until next time, I'm Theo, signing off.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.